Hi everybody, this is Julie from the Waverly branch, and I'm here today to share a book with you. The book I'm going to be sharing with you is a book that is in the new collection at the Waverly branch. And so this book is called Woodworking with Hand Tools, Tools, Techniques, and Projects. That's the cover of the book. And so what I'll do is read a little bit from the introduction for you so that you can get a sense of what the focus is in this book. And then I will spotlight a few of the sections in the book that I think are especially interesting. So okay, so the editor says, there's been an emphatic upsurge in hand tool woodworking in recent years, and it's easy to understand why. Working wood with hand tools can be a pure pleasure. It's an activity that combines freehand shaping with precision joinery and enjoyable exertion with self-expression. And all of that while you explore a material that is aesthetically beguiling and aromatic to boot. Some woodworkers have put their routers, table saws, and biscuit machines aside in favor of planes, chisels, and hand saws. Others continue to rely on their machines and power tools, but have shifted the balance in their shops toward tools that work fine when unplugged. While hand tool woodworking can be a delight, getting good at it takes time and effort, and for many, much trial and error. The only shortcut to mastery that I know of is a good teacher, or 17. If you are drawn toward hand tool woodworking or are already immersed in it, you'll find this book an unparalleled resource. It brings together contributions by masters of the craft who are also superb instructors. In pieces originally published in the pages of a fine woodworking magazine, these expert makers invite you to the bench as they explain the fundamentals and fine points of working with hand tools. Okay, so that gives you a little bit of a sense of the focus of the book. And so this particular book is organized into 3 sections. And so the first section of the book focuses on tools, the second on techniques, and the third section on projects. And so each of those sections contains articles that were written by different authors. So, and then let me just show you 3 different sections with articles that I just found really interesting when I read through the book. So the first one is called Get to Know Japanese Hand Planes. And so I'll show you just a few images from each of these 3 sections, just to give you a sense of what the articles are about. So, and all 3 of them do relate to Japanese hand tools. So that was one of the things that drew me to this book. It's something different than any of the other books that we have on the shelf contains. So that's part of the reason that I wanted to highlight that. So okay. And then there is another article called Choosing and Using Japanese Chisels. So a couple of images from that article. And then the third one is called Setting Up Your New Japanese Chisel. And so this one is interesting because it details how to actually prepare your tool to be used, since that's one difference between the Japanese hand tools and some other kinds of hand tools, from what I understand, that they do require some setup in order to be used. So there's a lot more to the book, of course, than what I'm showing you, but that gives you just a little flavor of the book. So again, this is called Woodworking with Hand Tools, Tools, Techniques, and Projects. Here's the cover again. And this is in our new collection at the Waverly branch. If you would like to check the book out, you can come into the branch and check it out, or if you would prefer, you can place the item on hold and have it sent to the library that you would prefer to pick it up at. Thanks so much for joining me today.